Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to highlight my build of a photo booth. I've been wanting to start a photo booth business, and the turnkey pricing is somewhere around $6,000, including camera, printer, computer, etc. And the booth itself, the booths can run in the range of around $2,000. So I decided to do it myself. I have a workshop, some experience building cabinets, etc. But anybody really with basic tools can build a photo booth. A bit of research involved. I ordered from a great place called DIY Cases. They're very helpful in those starting out with this process. So here are some of the parts I'm going to use in this project. We have handles to lift the cases, spring-loaded handles. I have 6 of those. I have corner protectors, corners of all the cases. We have casters, and these are spanning latches. These are for doors and the printer door, also to latch the cases together when they're stacked one on top of the other. These are the corner extrusions. These hold the plywood boxes together. They will be drilled and riveted through the corners into the plywood, and into the inside extrusion. There's another type of extrusion that fits over the edge of your doors, has a lip on it so the door closes against the case. I have for tools a rivet gun, pneumatic rivet gun. I'll be shooting about 500 3/16 rivets into this project, approximately. That's what I'm told anyway. And there's some various other parts. So I'm going to just show you some highlights in this video here and there, and then the finished product at the end, and kind of give a summary. I don't want to drag this out. Anyway, all this is sitting on the vinyl. This is a 4x8 sheet of vinyl. I bought 2 of these at $22 each. That's about 40 thousandths thickness. And this is laminated to the plywood panels with a spray adhesive. Very easy to do, and that gives it the nice protective coating on the outside of the case. So we'll be doing that today, as well as cutting and drilling extrusions, and hopefully be ready for assembly tomorrow, at least part of the assembly. There are various holes or square holes that need to be cut into the sides to insert the handles and latches and so on. So hopefully this will come across very well and help somebody if you're considering building your own photo booth. So here we go, launch time. Thanks for watching. I've laid out the cutouts for the flash panel, the lens hole, and the monitor itself. chose to cut this hole with a jigsaw since I didn't have a hole saw. and this is about 3 1/8 inch. So I use this as a template to draw the circle. It's a good fit. Of course, it will come from this side, and the flange will rest on the, like so, and then we'll cut this off, excess off, and use some silicone or something to hold it in place. I've now finished all my cutting. The side panels, these cutouts on the corners are for the latching, spanning latches. The front, flash panel, camera hole, and monitor. Okay, I'm riveting the top handles on the bottom case of my photo booth. There's a lot of rivets to this project, about 500. I'm using this pneumatic rivet gun. If anyone thinks you can do this with a handheld rivet gun, don't even try it. These handles have 10 rivets. There's 4 in this case, so that's 40. These side corners each have 6 times 8 corners, that's 48. So almost 100 just in the corners and the handles, and then all the extrusions and the latches, spanning latches to latch. Here's one right here, spanning latch to latch the top case to the bottom case. Washers are required in the sections that are backed by just wood. So we will reach in, put a washer in, just like that. Rivet gun makes short work of it, but still it's a lot of work. There's just a lot of rivets to this project, or to any project with a road case. But as you can see, it works great. You can see the rivet gun a little better here. So here's the bottom case coming along. It's a printer window. I chose to put casters on it. These are the spanning latches. Yeah, so it's coming along. Very impressive. And this 3/8 plywood, I thought it might be a little flimsy, but when all this is locked together, it is just solid, even with these large cutouts. It doesn't rack and twist. Pretty amazing stuff. $4.99. Rivet number 500. Okay, after about 3 weeks work, my photo booth is finished. Here's the finished product, up and running. Point out some highlights. Click to start. Look up at camera. Printer immediately starts printing within like 3 seconds. Okay, here's the inside of the upper cabinet. PC here. 22-inch touchscreen monitor held in place by these little retainer brackets I made. This is the camera shelf, which slides up and down on T-tracks, which are right in there. You can see. Loosen these on each side. and the camera platform will rise and lower. Cut a slot to move the camera in and out according to need. The flash panel is a piece of plexiglass. I hung my flash from the ceiling. There's a power strip here on the side. This goes down through a hole into the bottom compartment. And there's another power strip. It plugs into that, the printer plugs into that, and the USB cable from the printer goes back up through the hole and plugs into the computer. Lower section is storage. Okay, here we are at the end of this video. I really enjoyed making the video and building the case. My first road case, and I really enjoyed the process working with the extrusions and the rivets, and just a different process of building compared to what I'm used to building cabinets. If anyone has any questions and you would like to know a little bit more about how it was done, I'd be glad to answer anything I can. I was in the wedding business for about 28 years shooting weddings, and now I'm shooting my last wedding in just a couple of weeks and moving into a little bit of a lighter type of business with photo booths, and looking forward to being able to send my daughter out and pay her to operate the booth as an attendant and so on. And so anyway, again, it's been a great project, and I really advise you, if you are so inclined, to build one yourself, to do your research, look into it all the expenses and so on, and go for it. It's a great thing to do, and I think you'll enjoy the process. Thanks for watching. Here's a few of the tools I used on this project. Circular saw, plunge saw with a rail. Very helpful for cutting nice cuts inside your panels. Obviously a cordless drill. Trim router, because sometimes you get a little overlap when you're laminating, it just trims up the edges. Jigsaw. And of course rivet gun. A few layout tools, squares, so on. Mallet to help persuade and move the extrusions around a little bit, and a few other various hand tools, chisel, so on. Not too difficult. Okay, one thing that's going to happen when you drill these extrusions is you are going to get burrs on the outside and on the inside where the drill bit is exiting the material. It's a real pain because your panels will not slip in very well. But I found the best way to take them out is with a sharp chisel. Just give them a very sharp, brace this against the end against something and give it a sharp stroke with the chisel, and it will shear that right off. I know it sounds like, it's going to trash my chisels, but it will not. I've been using this chisel on probably 100 holes now, at least, and there's no perceptible change. It's still shaving sharp. Aluminum is soft, it will handle it. So again, you're going to want to take this and give it, lay it flat and then give it a sharp stroke, but you need to brace the end against something. And when you do that, you'll get into a rhythm and shave those all off quickly on the inside. I just drive the chisel straight down, if we can see this, put it on the table and just give it a shove. Lay it against there and then give it a shove, and it'll shave them right off, and works great, works quickly. Just a little tip there I found out. I'm mounting the catches on the doors for the spanning latches that hold them closed. And a little trick here is, you want, with the door closed, you want to put the hatch in the catch, close it all the way, and then open it slightly and slide this up just a little, so that when you close it there's tension and it's pulling against the hasp. And what I did is I moved it up slightly. I marked it with a black marker on the extrusion. Then I clamp it in place and drill through with my cordless drill. That way there's no surprises, nothing moves on you when you start to drill, because many times your hole will be on the edge of one of these grooves and your drill bit will want to wander. This prevents that. The hole in the hasp will keep your drill bit centered, and the clamp will keep the hasp from moving. And here's what we want, a door that closes nice and flush. When I close the hasp and turn it, it's bottomed out there, and that gives me a little tension.